Alright guys, we are back for more of my 2026 Easter special. We just played some Sonic and the Secret Rings for the Nintendo Wii, and that was a whole lot of fun. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing... That's right! Mario Party 8 for the Nintendo Wii. So let's see how well we do on this game. Alright, let's do this. So we're going to go ahead and choose my file.
Welcome to the Star Carnival!
And let's go to the party tab, of course. We'll do a battle royale like always. One player, and of course plays Mario. And which computer players are we taking on this game? I'm playing against Hammer Bro, Toadette, and Wario. We're just gonna play for 10 turns. And we'll have the computer players of normal difficulty. And as for the board that we're gonna play on for this segment, let's do Goomba's Booty Boardwalk. Alright, let's have a good game. Alright, let's see who's going first. Survey says... I'm going last. Oh well. So Toadette's going first, Wario's going second, Hamburg's going third, and I'm going last. So like always on this board, we gotta try to reach the end to get a star from Captain Goomba. Alright, let's get this party started. And it's gonna be a 3 for Toadette to start off, and she gets the bowl of candy. Alright, now on to Wario. 7. And he gets swamp candy. Alright, Hammer Bro's turn. At 6. He gets bowl candy. And he's losing points on the bread space as well. Alright, now it's my turn. Alright, we get a 7. That's not a bad first roll for us. And we do get some thrice candy, so that will come in handy. So we're starting off with a 1 versus 3 minigame. And our first minigame we're going to play is Grab and Gold. So I'm pairing up with Toadette and Wario. Well, let's see how well we do in trying to collect the coins. Hi there, Koopa. Ah, dang it. I got too close to a spiny egg there. But it looks like we still managed to get all 16 coins just fine right there, so I will gladly take it. Alright, we're off to a very nice start right now. Alright, let's get into turn number 2. So that's gonna bring out her ball candy. She rolls an 8, and of course she gets to all of her opponents, so she can steal away 10 coins from each of them. But even so, she still ended up losing some of the coins she got right there on that red space. Wario's gonna bring out his swamp candy. And he's only getting a 1 out of that. Looks like he's gonna pay 15 coins to use the dolphin shuttle. But no matter where Wario went right here, it was not going to be able to get to any one of his opponents with that swamp candy that he bought out. Alright, Hammerbro gets a 4. Alright, back to me. Let's not use my thrice candy just yet. Alright, we get a 4. And I'll go ahead and pay 15 coins to use this dolphin shuttle. Another 1 versus 3 mini game for this one. And what are we gonna play now? Chump Road. So this time, I am pairing up with Wario and Hammerbro. Alright, let's go. Oh boy, it's all up to me. And we got it! Nicely done. Alright, now let's see what the next turn has to offer. Alright, so that gets a 10 right there. And it looks like she's going to pay 30 coins to use this dolphin shuttle. If it was Saw right there, if she would have not paid for that, she could have had the opportunity to land on a DK space. So I'm surprised that she passed up that opportunity. Oh, Wario also gets a 10, and he's paying 10 coins to use this dolphin shuttle. Alright, let's see what Hammerbro gets here. 7. Alright, what's he gonna buy? Thrice candy. Alright, I'll go ahead and use my thrice candy right now. Alright, we're gonna get an 8, an 8, and a 5 for a total of 21. Alright, I say that's a very good total. And I'll also go ahead and pay 15 coins to use this dolphin shell, please. Alright! The first star of the game goes to me. That is fantastic. I got the star. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's go back to the star here, and we also do get some blow-away candy. Oh, I can't ride this dolphin show because I don't have very much money. Oh well. Alright, let's go into a 4-player minigame. Treacherous tightrope. Alright, should be good at this. Just gotta focus here on making it across. Got it! That was very easy. Alright, let's keep it going. I'm 5 for Toadette this time. She's about to get some candy from this piñata. She's getting some Springo candy right here. Alright, let's see what Wario's gonna get here. A 9. And now he gets on the board the star. Oh, looks like Wario's also getting Springo candy. Now he's about to get a boost from this piñata. Alright, Hambro's now going to use his thrice candy. Alright, 3, 6. And 1 for a total of 10. It was just short of landing on that lucky space there. Alright, back over to me. And I'm not going to use my blow-away candy right now. Alright, 7. Alright, let's see what kind of candy you have. There's only twice candy available, so may as well take it. And we're losing coins on the red space right there, but it's alright. I've got a 2 versus 2 minigame this time. What do we have here? Props and robbers. Alright, pairing up with Wario on this one. And it looks like I'm picking the carrots. Alright, let's do it. Alright, there we go. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. Alright, there's one more carrot left I gotta grab. Alright, there we go. Finished doing my part. Now we just gotta wait for Wario to finish taking care of the Molly Moles, and we got it! Sweet! Alright, time for the next turn now. And it's a 3 for Toadette. She's losing coins on the red space. Now it's back to Wario. We spray out the Springo candy. Alright, where is Wario going to go? He's headed to where I am. There's only a few spaces forward right here, overall for Wario. Alright, it's gonna roll 7 right there. And he lost some coins on the red space as well. Alright, let's see what happens now with Hammer Bro. 8. It's gonna pay 5 coins to use this dolphin shuttle. Okay, so it is on to me. I think I'll use my twice candy. I 9 and 5 for a total of 14. I don't have enough coins to ride this dolphin shuttle right now. That's alright. I'm going into a 2 versus 2 mini game. Sugar Rush. Alright, this is a fun one. Alright, so this time I'm pairing up with Hammer Bro. Alright, let's go make some cakes. Alright, that's 1. Alright, let's gotta get 1 more. And we win! That's how you do it. Alright, now we are on to the last 5 turns. Alright, time to see the current standings. I'm in first place. Wario's in second. Toadette's in third. And Hammer Bros in last. Now we head into the final 5. Anything can happen, especially since it's time for Chump Charity. Alright, so since Hammer Bros in last place, he's going to be getting a piece of dual candy. Alright, now we're going to plop coins all across the board. Alright, let's see what happens in the last 5 turns of the game. Alright, 3 for Toadette. He was just short of getting a star right here on this turn. Anyways, it's back to Wario. He gets a 2. Alright, let's see what Hammer Bro gets here. A 10. And now he's about to get on the board with a star. Hamburg gets some Springo candy there. Alright. So I don't think it's a good time yet for me to bring out my blow-away candy. Alright, there's a 7. Okay. Sure, I'll go ahead and pay 20 coins to use this dolphin shovel. Oh, it's time for a battle minigame! Alright, how much do we have to exchange? 20 each. So we're playing for a total of 80 coins here. Alright, what's it going to be? Oh boy, cut from the team. We unfortunately have to deal with the luck-based one. Oh boy, I'm really getting nervous about this. But let's just give it all we got right here and hope for the best. I'm the one that's going first. Alright, let's start with this one. Okay, I am safe. That's good. Alright, let's see what happens with Toadette. Well, she's safe as well. Alright, Wario's up. Oh boy, he's also safe. Alright, let's go over to Hammer Bro now. Oh, he's out. Alright, now it's back to me. I will try this one next. Okay, I am still safe. Alright, let's see what happens with Toadette now. Oh, she's out. Too bad. Alright, down to me and Wario right now. Oh boy, Wario's safe. Alright, there are 3 strings left. 2 of them are good and 1 of them is bad. I'll try this one. Oh no! I just picked the bad one and that's gonna give Wario the win. Oh, we were so close. Oh well, that's alright. We're still going to get 20 coins overall out of this, so we at least do get a respectable amount of money, so we can't complain too much about that. Alright, 4 more turns left. Alright, so that gets a 3. And now she's about to get herself a star, which will put her on the board. Alright, so that is gonna get some Springo candy. Alright, let's go to Wario. 1. Alright, let's see what happens now with Hammer Bro. He's gonna bring out his Springo candy. And where is he going? Oh boy, he's going to me. So that's going to give Hammer Bro a very nice boost, as he's literally right near the end of the board again already. And he's going to get another star out of that, all thanks to him rolling a 10. So I guess Hammer Bro the lead right now, but it's not over yet. We can still try to make something happen. Just shake it off. Hammer gets some blow-away candy. Okay. Let's see what happens now with me, and still not enough time for my blow-away candy. I have 7, and that will give me another star. That's just what I wanted to see. Thank you very much. Alright, time to go into a 4-player mini-game. What's it going to be here? Alpine Salt. Alright, time for us to go snowboarding. Come on, get out of my way. Oh, what the heck? How did I get too close to the wall there? That was weird. Doesn't matter, we still win. Alright, let's go back to the board again as we have 3 more turns remaining. So that's going to bring out her Springo candy. Let's see where she's headed off to. Looks like she's going over to Hammer Bro. So that will make her move forward a couple spaces there. 6. I just gotta pay 5 coins to use this dolphin shuttle. Alright, let's see what happens now with Wario. 7. Alright, on the Hammer Bro. He gets the 7. Alright, my turn. I'm still not going to use my blow-away candy. Alright, there's a 10! And we're also going to get some Thwomp candy. Alright, I will go ahead and pay 20 coins to use this dolphin shuttle, please. I'm literally 1 coin short of having enough money to use this dolphin shuttle. Oh wow. Alright, it's time for a 4-player minigame, and what are we gonna play now? Sick and Twisted. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, that just fell down. And there goes Hammer Bro. Alright, it's just me and Wario that are currently left. And Wario just got out. Alright, it's all up to me to try to reach the end. Oh boy, that was close. But we got it! That was awesome. I barely got the lead right now by 5 coins. But anyways, let's see what happens now with 2 turns left. So I'm going to use the Springo candy right here. And she's going to where I am. She's only moving forward a little bit right here, but not by much. She just rolled a 4 right there. Alright, let's go to Wario. 7. And he's going to buy Springo candy. Alright, 3 for Hammer Bro. I was about to get some candy right here with this pinata, but it won't really matter right here all that much, all because he is full of candy right now. Alright, anyways, it's back to me, and I will now go ahead and use my blow-away candy. Alright, there's a 7, and we are able to get Toadette back to start right here, so I say that was pretty good use of my blow-away candy for what I was expecting. Alright, now on to a 4-player minigame. And this time it is going to be at the Chop Wash, one of my personal favorites. We're definitely going to do good on this one, I just know it. Alright, here we go. Alright! We got it!